Alright, welcome back, y'all. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell for more content, and let's go see what Poppy wants.
Oh, good, you're safe.
There you are. You were in such a state when you left.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Horntail Hall and they got to her.
What do you mean? Is she all right?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed I'd sent the egg there. She said they took the whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd cost them everything.
I'm sorry, Poppy. I'm glad she's all right. I don't think either one of us could have anticipated that.
I should have known. I underestimated the poachers. And now another creature's in danger.
What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed, so they took valuable journals that Gran had discovered when she was researching rare creatures. One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the Snidget, long thought to be extinct.
Exactly what kind of creature is a Snidget?
It's a small bird with golden feathers. It's incredible. It has rotational wings that allow it to dart quickly in any direction. In fact, the golden snitch in Quidditch is based on the Snidget, which barbarically was actually used in the sport hundreds of years ago. More money with Snidgets than they ever would have fighting dragons. The golden Snidget's feathers and eyes are incredibly valuable. That's why they're believed to be extinct. They were hunted out of existence by wizard kind. If the poachers found some now, I can't bear to think about the horrific way they'd be bred and killed for profit.
Where exactly are these Snidgets allegedly hidden?
Gran says the journals were a bit cryptic, which is good. Perhaps the poachers won't be clever enough to find the birds. From what she recalls, the journals only noted that the key to finding them lay in the moonlight. Gran thinks it can be narrowed down to a handful of locations.
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near the Snidgets.
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the Snidgets, if they still exist. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon, but the poachers will be watching for us now.
We need allies. Others who hate the poachers enough to help us. Who value creatures as much
Merlin's beard! You're a genius! The centaurs! They'd want the Snidgets protected.
Sounds as if
We'll need to be careful. Still, I think... I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
Revelio.
And how would one like to be styled today?
Hello.
I'm sure I've no need to... But I showed them. But look at you. Looking for a change, are we?
Why not?
Some are going for... But you won't find point. Why don't you spend a moment?
What service?
Historically speaking, there's never been a team like this year's Cannons.
You can stop by any time.
I question anyone who chooses defensive against dark arts. Why take such an interest?
You take care now, and I shall hope to see you soon. Come on in. Don't be shy.
Revelio. A little more. Revelio. 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 Alohomora. Revelio.
If something threatens me, the thing I cast is potato. Only a hairy one.
Lumos. Revelio. Lumos.
House elves, a wizard kind.
Revelio. Alohomora.
Sometimes I need the state.
Revelio.
Just the muzzle for a king. Whenever I feel out of sorts, the first person to see is possible pity.
It is wonderful to see you back here.
wishes you safe and wondrous travels.
Revelio. Revelio. Lumos.
Hello there. Hello there.
Hello, Hogsmeade. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. Well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
You said you know gobbledygook, but how well?
I've been reading it for as long as I've been reading English. My parents have an extensive library. Once I grew bored with the classics, I devoured goblin writings. I'd tell you some titles, but you wouldn't understand them.
Have you ever spoken directly to a goblin?
Unbelievably, no. I'm so looking forward to it. Actually conversing in gobbledygook with a native speaker. Cannot wait to confirm subtle bits of pronunciation and tone that may have eluded me, being self-taught and all.
Lord Gok is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
This will be more useful when I have something to identify.
day goes by, I don't wish I paid better attention in defense of the dark.
There. Come in, look around, and if you've been eating chocolate frogs, please refrain from touching. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
This place has seen better days. Revelio. 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 That wasn't too hard. This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful. Let's see what Revelio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Lumos. Revelio. A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here.
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals: Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Hogsmeade. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Gok. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ?
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lord Gok.
Just Lord Gok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
What else should we know about the enchanted door?
The door will not open while the eye can see you. You and your friend must be invisible to it to gain access. From what I know of wizard magic, that shouldn't be too difficult to achieve.
I'll meet him.
I will await your... I shall see you soon.
Revelio. 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 The door is looking at us. Lumos.
Lumos!
Revelio.
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected.
Revelio.
I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine.
Revelio.
I've read about mines like this, but seeing one is something else altogether. How nice.
We need to be careful. As I'm sure you know, not all goblins are as friendly as Lodgok, to say the least. Revelio.
That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through this safely. You have my word. Revelio. 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 We're being watched by a door. As long as we can be seen by that eye. We're being watched by a door. Revelio.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Hogsmeade. See if we can find any plans.
Bound to be plans around here somewhere. A schematic. They're big. There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
Revelio.
Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
Revelio. Revelio.
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
Much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected.
Incendio! Revelio. Revelio. Revelio.
Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is. devil's snare. Nasty stuff if we're not careful.
What kind of entanglement we need right now? Revelio. 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 Lumos.
Lumos!
Should be the last of them, I think. Revelio.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Hogsmeade. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here. Revelio. Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio. 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 We're almost out of here, Hogsmeade. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed. Can we please talk about what just happened? Can we please talk about...
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough...
Thank you, Hogsmeade. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me. Without further ado, adieu.
They're building enormous...
I fear you are correct.
I've been wondering about something else you said.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's view.
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch when I heard she had been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lord Gog, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
I suspect you are the one who has been interfering with a rather personal matter. The Demiguy's statues, and the moons contained therein, were placed as they were for good reason. You should not meddle in the personal affairs of others.
I have thrilling news. I believe my next broom upgrade to be even more impressive than the last. Come by Spintwitches as soon as you can.
I don't think Mr. Pemberton meant to use his own stationery. He knows something about those Demiguise moons. He's in Hogsmeade, apparently. Perhaps I shall pay him a visit.
Nice to see you, my young friend.
It is wonderful to see you back here. Penny wishes you safe and wondrous travels.
Pardon me, sir, but about those curious demiguise statues I've seen.
What? Who are you? Why do you ask?
They're quite clever.
Oh, thank...
So you did create them?
You are the one who's been pilfering.
I am, at the request of Mr. Moon. I received your owl on your stationery.
Ah. Well, fitting Moon would enlist a student. Too cowardly to do it himself. Hasn't changed a bit. Even when we were at school, he was a cowardly bully. Gave me a horrible nickname, which I shan't repeat. I was thrilled when we left school and he seemed gone for good. Then I started seeing him around Hogsmeade. It was too much, even if I do take satisfaction.
Mr. Moon does a good deal for the school, and he's taught me a lot. He's terrified of those statues.
I know. I simply didn't want to encounter him anymore. I then created the demiguise statues to keep him in his place. It worked brilliantly. And...
The statues are a form of bullying. You'll know better than him. Perhaps it's time you both moved on.
Fair point, I suppose. If they've terrified him, as you say, he may have learned his lesson.
We should speak with Mr. Bickle's friends. I believe I can sneak away without drawing my mother's eye. Meet me near Hogsmeade, and we will devise a plan.
I think I know how and where to approach the centaurs about protecting the Snidgets. Meet me in the Forbidden Forest.
Mr. Moon, I've learned who's... It was a classmate of yours that you bullied, Piers Pemberton.
Oh, I might have known. Pigtails Piers.
I don't think he likes being called that.
Of course he does. Oh, he had such flowing locks, and we used to laugh about them. Clever, clever man. Whatever statues remain, see, continue collecting them if you like. As for me, I'm gonna go and pay
Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio.
What have
have you done? Yes, I said forever, but this wasn't what I meant at all. Well, I have to say.
Wait!
Revelio. Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio. Confringo. Accio. Revelio. 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 Alohomora. Revelio. Alohomora. Revelio. Lumos. Levius. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos.
Hello again. Wonderful to see you. As before, I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you. You're all set with the new upgrade. This may sound presumptuous, but...
You'd like me to report back with even more flight detail?
You know me well. Miss Reyes is running a time trial at the South Coast course. No, however, if you're...
I'm not worried, Mr. Weeks.
I hope you are able to complete... Do be careful, of course. I look forward to our next meeting.
Perhaps I could test out my new upgrade on the way.
Pardon me? Might I ask a favor?
Hello? Is there something...
How do you do? I'm Satirist at Hogwarts. Now, it may surprise you to learn that But I only...
That's incredibly...
Oh, there's more. A cream that will rid our... But I've run out... Booba tubers do grow in...
What precisely are booba tubers?
Disgusting things, really. They smell simply awful.
How on earth did...
One cannot rely on spells for... My darling, and now... I am convinced. I suspected that it...
I can try and find...
Marvellous. I only need a... Our spotty classmates are counting on you.
Into the forbidden forest for booba tubers. I hope it's worth the risk.
Alright, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and take a break here. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell for more content, and I'll see you guys soon.